Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the monthly forecasts for December 2018, the last ones of the year. And what a crazy year it's been, but we've all got through it and we're all here, hopefully wiser and a little bit happier. So just before I start these readings, I just want to say that these readings are for sun, moon and rising signs. These are general readings. The only way I can guarantee a personal reading to you is if I connect with you. Okay, so the only way it will be a personal reading is if it's just me and you kind of thing. I just want to say as well an absolutely huge thank you, like from the bottom of my heart, to all of you. This year has been a bit crazy because of all of the moves and everything like that. I haven't been able to do as much as I would like to, although there are new things in the pipeline for the coming year. But like I say, things have been sporadic, moving to the island, the internet connection on the island, all of the computer problems and things like that. And thank you for sticking through that. Okay, I really do appreciate it, and all of the messages of thanks, the messages of good luck and everything. Thank you so much for your support throughout this year. If anybody does want any readings, you know, then please book. They are booking for the coming year as well. There's not just me on the site now. There's a range of other girls who are absolutely amazing. They're all people who I actually use personally, and that is why, you know, I chose them, and that is why I'm very grateful that they have decided to work alongside me as well. The Christmas time is a hard time for a lot of people, you know, it brings back a lot of memories. But the best way I always feel to feel good is when you're given from the heart. There's a charity that struck me and is very close to my heart as well, and it's called choose.love. What they do is you can buy in the shop. The shop is online as well as in London and New York. And what you can do is you can buy something for a refugee. Prices start at €3, so you don't have to break the bank. And what I've done with my loved ones this year is ask them if they can sacrifice a gift that they were going to buy me, or a gift that I was going to buy them, you know, to donate to this, and they've all said yes, so I'm over the moon with that. But just if anybody does want to give something back, you don't have to, there's no pressure, but any donations that are made to my site between now and the 31st of December will all be going straight to the choose.love site as well, you know, because I feel it's massive. We are all, I know at times we struggle and we don't think we have everything we want, but when we look at it, we all have everything we need. We have a blanket, we have a bed to go to, we have a roof over our heads, we have people there that can listen, we have internet connection, you know, and things like that. And these are all little things that I think we should all be grateful for. And Christmas is a time of giving and receiving, and I think if we can do that from the heart as well, you know, that really makes a difference. So that's it. That's my Christmas message. Although I will be on for Christmas, I will be you will be seeing me before the new year as well. But I will put the link below, and it's choose.love, and I just think it's fantastic. Or give something to the charity of your choice as well. So have an absolutely fabulous December. Have a Merry Christmas and happy always. And I'm sending lots of love. Here are your readings. Scorpio. Right, I'm going to go first of all straight in with what I'm picking up psychically, Scorpio, and then I will do your tarot reading. So the first thing I'm getting here is I really feel that this month is a month of change for you. I know these are a little bit later, so they weren't here at the beginning of the month, but usually they kind of, you know, last a couple of weeks either way, so this will still be relevant. And I feel with this, it's almost like you are changing, okay? There's a change in you, a transformation. Man, I don't know why I said man there, that might have some significance. But it's like you're going from the old to the new, almost grown up. This is what I'm getting. And it may be that your destination has changed, or your goals have changed, or suddenly you now think, oh, hold on, I'm not ready. I don't really want to go on that path that I was going on, and you may have to do a detour. Now, it's almost like your perspective is changing this month. This may be a little bit tough for you because whenever we get change, change is a bit uncomfortable. You know, we like what we know and that's our comfort zone, but sometimes that can become uncomfortable. And this is why change is forced for us, or, you know, it's an evolution really. So I really feel there's an evolution coming with you here. And it's almost like things you thought or the way you done things when you were younger are now not the way that you can do them now. So you've got to change your perspective on things and look at it through eyes of experience. I feel when we're young, we you know, we're going out, we don't really have the fears, but we also don't have the experience that we get as we get older. And, you know, a lot of times experience comes from fucking up, you know, from doing something that has made our life harder, even though we wanted to make it easier. And this is what I feel is coming in for you this month as well. And it's almost like it's going to be a bit of a rocky road, Scorpio, but you know that is life. Life is a rocky road. It's not linear. But if you kind of... Oh, what is it here? It's almost like if you keep your eye on the road ahead, you will find that even if there's these bumps, you still know where you're going, okay? And this is where I feel that you're being forced this month. I mean, we're at the end of the year. This has been a very, very important year. A lot of revelations, realizations, you know, times we've wanted to run away and hide because it's just all too much. But it's almost like we've been given everything we needed. So now we have the tools. You have the tools, Scorpio, where you can now say, right, I need to put these into action, okay? It's almost like, right, playtime's over kind of thing. I need to now see where I'm going and what I need to do. So that is what's coming in psychically. Like I say, this change that may be sort of leaving you a little bit wobbly at the moment as well. So what I'm going to do now is go in with your cards and see what these say. And again, these are pretty much saying the same. It's almost like, you know, you're wanting this. There's this side of you that's just wanting play. You know, you're wanting to play. You're wanting to enjoy yourself. You're wanting to enjoy life, and that is the goal. But in order to do that, sometimes you must have to put the work in order to get to that. And what this is saying is it's almost like spirit are trying to talk to you. You know, if the universe is putting blocks in your way, then you really need to look at them and say, right, okay, why is this not working for me now? Which way should I go? Because what I'm feeling here is the reason this is getting more uncomfortable for you is because there's resistance there. So you're resistant. Now, what you resist persists. So it's almost like if you get out of your own way here and allow yourself to surrender and then be guided, this will make things easier for you, because they're saying here, it's kind of a wake-up call for you, you know, and this is a wake-up call where you can strike the balance as well. You can actually make your life more balanced. You can actually step up into your truth as well. And this could be the problem. You might be like, well, what is my truth? I thought I was living in my truth, but then now, am I not? You know, so this could be where some of the head mess is, because I do feel this head mess here. This is what it's saying. It's almost like this longing for a life when things were less complicated. You know, like when we're a child, you know, we don't worry about adult things, but there's sort of adult pressures coming on you at the moment, Scorpio, and this is saying here that, you know, you need to move away from this support that you've had, this kind of safety blanket, and you need to kind of go it alone, if that makes sense. This is where you're going to get your stability, okay? Some of you could be looking at a new job or a change in career, you know, because this is being highlighted, but this may be making you feel a little bit, you know, wobbly and like, oh God, you know, I can't do something new at this age, or, you know, do I really, really want this? But what this is saying is if you want this security, okay, and you want to evolve, which I do believe you do, and you want these nice things and stuff like that, then there has to be changes. And this is where it's saying you need to, you know, Scorpios are strong, you know, they're strong as oxes, even though they're not oxes. But it's saying you need to master your inner strength here, you know, because it's almost like there's a thing in here where it's like, you might not trust yourself to be able to cut through this problem. So it's almost like if I go into it, then I'm going to have to tackle it. Whereas if I just stand on the sidelines, it's not going to be a problem, you know. So there's this little bit of mistrusting of yourself and of your abilities, I feel. Whereas what they're saying here is voice these, speak them out loud, speak to a trusted friend and say what your true fears are. They will be able to help support you within this and show you maybe which way to go, you know, maybe give you advice. Because this, when I'm looking at this, there seems to be a lot coming back from the past, from your youth, if that makes sense. And there was something that was instilled in your youth that you have carried through with you. And this is where I feel the war is, this is where the pain is, you know, and this is what is getting you down. This could be something emotional, this could be something connected to money and finances as well, you know, because like I say, we learn, we are conditioned, you know, into how we become as adults. And what this is saying is whatever you learn is not working for you now. It's not that it was wrong, but it's not working for you now, and it's now becoming a burden. So this conditioning is becoming a burden with you, and it's time to free yourself from this, because it's not pretty. You know, it's not nice for you, you know, to constantly feel this, and this is what I feel is coming in this month. So what this is saying is, rather than looking at it and think, oh God, you know, what have I done? Why didn't I do this different or whatever? Don't give yourself a hard time with it, you know, don't beat yourself up. Just say, right, okay, where are my tools now? How can I actually do this? You know, if something breaks, you go and get a screwdriver and you see which screwdriver fits. And this is what you've got to do this month, okay? See what skills you have, see where you want to go and how you can implement them skills into getting you on the path to your true destiny, kind of thing, you know, because there's happiness here. It's almost you holding back from doing this is holding you back. Sorry, you can hear the dog drinking his water there. I apologise, I didn't realise it would be that loud. But yeah, this is saying that you holding back from taking this step could be holding yourself back in so many ways. Because what I'm seeing here as well is this old way of being needs to end, okay? You need to follow your heart, but you need to take your head with you as well. And I think this is definitely within work-wise, you know, also within relationships-wise, because what it's saying now is it's getting too hard for you to fight it, okay? Maybe this is circumstances, maybe this is your environment. It's kind of, as I said before, it's playtime's over. You know, this is it. You really need to start thinking about your future and start thinking, you know, pretty hard. Now, the thing is, I think it's Alan Watts, isn't it, that says if you do something you love, you will never work a day in your life. And this is why I'm thinking some of you might be thinking of a change in career or something like that. It's got to be something that you feel. It's got to be something that you feel in your heart, but also that is going to give you this security as well, okay? If you turned around now and said, oh, I want to be a trapeze artist, then great, be a trapeze artist. But if you've never been on a trapeze, you need to actually start small. So you need to do something that is then going to allow you to afford trapeze lessons, and then a couple of years down the road, you can be a trapeze artist, you know? Don't know why I said trapeze artist, but that was what the image was that they showed me there, you know, because it's almost like you're walking a tightrope at the moment as well, you know, and if you're going to fall, you need to know how to spring back, right? Okay, that's funny, because this is almost, this is happening for you, okay? It's almost saying, the success you think you have at the moment, you're worth more than this. There is more for you. There is more out there. But you've got to find the eyes to see it. And this is what the universe is trying to uncover for you as well. I feel some of you have... There could be problems this month with relationships, okay? Something that somebody says. It could be a relationship you're in. It could be with an ex. It could be with somebody coming in. And there seems to be a little clash of wills here as well, because it's almost like you're not wanting to be controlled. And I feel this is also within your life. It's almost like I don't want society to dictate to me what I've got to do. And that's absolutely fine. I'm one of the biggest anti-society that people go in, but you've got to have a backup plan, okay? If you don't want to follow society's rules, that's absolutely great. But you need to develop your own plan that is going to work and you going off in a different direction. And I feel this is where the confusion is coming in. Now, this, again, like I say, could be confusion around relationships as well, because I do see there could be some arguments or you feeling like you've got to defend yourself, okay? But again, this is the fighting, and you know, you may feel that people are pushing you in different directions or pushing you where you don't want to go. So what you need to do is have a clear plan and a map of where you're going to go, and then you can just say to them, look, thanks for your advice, but here I'm doing it my way, okay? All being said, what they're saying here is this is about your future security, okay? Not the here and now, your future security. And I feel this is what is scaring you. I feel the thinking too far ahead is scaring you. This could be with a relationship. If they're planning too far ahead, you might be thinking, I'm getting a bit scared with this. I don't really want that, you know, or I don't know if I want that yet. So like I say, there's this thing with pressure. Don't be pressured by other people, but feel the pressure of the universe, okay? I think it was Yogi Bhajan that said, when the time is on you, start and the pressure will be off. So it's almost like you're being pushed to make a decision by the universe. If it's other people pushing you, you know, and they have no sort of say in your life, you know, they're not going to sort you out and support you and, you know, sort of financially look after you and things like that, then it's almost like, look, you know, I'm listening to the universe rather than that. If somebody does want to give you advice and they're proven, you know, they're putting their life in a good order, then, you know, it's up to you whether you take it, because I think there is help at hand here. But it's almost like when somebody's offering help to you, you're feeling like you're getting wrong, feeling like you're doing something wrong, or you're not up to it. You know, please don't take it as that, because I think if somebody is wanting to offer you help, it is only because they're seeing you struggling. Okay, and they're seeing you struggling, they're seeing you in this place of lack, they're seeing you juggling these plates to try and survive, and they're saying to you, you know, they could be saying there are options there, there's always an option here. So what this is saying is, like I say, this is time to sort of grow up, if that makes sense. Time to think of ideas which will bring you pleasure, which will pay the bills, you know, and where you will have, all right, okay, look at what I have now. Look at what I have made for myself. Look at this beautiful nest that I have made for myself. So again, this could be around home life. But what they're saying here is nobody can do this for you. You need to do this yourself, okay? So this month I feel is a real part of your journey where you really need to go deep internal. It's almost like you're doing soul searching here. You know, you've been putting it off and putting it off, but now it's saying, you know, it's there. If you want this security, if you want financial security, if you want security within yourself and what you're doing, it is there for you, okay? But it's not going to be a handout. It's almost like something where you have to prove this success to yourself as well, okay? So there's a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety coming, but it's like this anxiety is coming because you know things have got to change. So this is really fueling you to stop this resistance, put down any barriers you have, bust through any blocks you have, and have this sheer determination that I am going to do this. Might not know how I'm going to do it, but I'm doing it. There is a new life upon me, you know, and I need to bring more balance in than what I have had in the past, okay? So you could look to the past. You may be able to look to the past and learn the lessons from that and implement it into this, you know, but you cannot stay in the past and you cannot stay in the way that things were, okay? So it's big changes for you, Scorpio. I hope that makes sense to some of you. Sorry, I'm just getting the spirit card so that I can do a spirit card and see what spirit have to say to to you. Yeah, you need secure footing. This is what it's saying, Scorpio. You know, you need this. And if you have this dream, unless you make a plan, it's only ever a wish, okay? So sometimes dreams need planning as well. The universe will help you. You know, it will, once you set your intention, the universe will help you to get there. But you need to have an intention before they can. You know, you can't just kind of sail along. You know, this is what they're saying, I feel. Right, okay, so spirit card for Scorpio, please. Oh. Sorry, I always wait for one of these ones to pop out, and they seem to be taking their time. Oh, there you go, there you go. Right, so this card here says, message coming from afar, expect positive and refreshing news. It's a great outcome for all. So this could be somebody overseas, this could be, you know, some idea that is given to you. It could be, you know, from somebody who is not within your immediate vicinity. But it's good news, you know, and I really feel with this, it's almost like, be open-minded. Keep your heart open and be open-minded as well. Don't be too tunnel-visioned, because there is something that you're not seeing here, okay? But there is an offer coming of something once you set your intention, and I feel that there's going to be positive and, you know, refreshing news. So it's almost like it's going to, you know, it's going to allow you to breathe again, you know, to not be in that much of a sweat. And I'm wanting to fan myself here with this, you know, because I'm feeling all quite hot and flustered and hot under the collar, you know, when we panic. So I feel that is coming in, so look out for that, Scorpio. So I hope that made sense. Please let me know if it did. If you haven't already, please click subscribe if you like these videos. If you don't like them, then, you know, don't watch them. But have an absolutely fantastic Christmas, and I'll see you again in the new year. Sat Nam.